Make your point on the News Hour. Join Arnab every night on the News Hour with your question. Ask your question and join the debate.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi making an iconic gesture here at the Arlington National Cemetery by paying homage at the Tomb of Unknown Soldiers, laying wreath, and here at the Columbia Space Memorial paying homage to the Indian origin astronaut Kalpana Chawla, who got perished in her space shuttle Columbia while it was entering the Earth's atmosphere in the year 2003. The Arlington National Cemetery is an extremely iconic and a symbolic memorial for the Americans, and Prime Minister ensuring that he pays enough respect to those. In fact, Prime Minister Narendra Modi turns out to be the first Indian Prime Minister ever to come here at the Arlington National Cemetery. And now his kickstarts his 2-day visit to the Washington DC, an extremely humble and a special gesture coming in from the Indian Prime Minister, first laying wreath at the Tomb of Unknown Soldiers, which rests all the martyred soldiers who fought for the United States of America in wars such as the World War I, World War II, Vietnam War, Korean War. So this is an extremely symbolic place for the Americans, and this, of course, the memorial for Kalpana Chawla, Prime Minister Narendra Modi ensuring that he has a humble and iconic start for his 2-day bilateral visit here in Washington, D.C. With video journalist Braj Kishore Mal, Adityanath Narayanan for Times Now. We are joined by Sunita Williams, the iconic astronaut of Indian origin. In fact, ma'am, Prime Minister Narendra Modi just came here, a very symbolic movement, laying wreath at the Columbia Space Memorial, and this is the first time that an Indian Prime Minister actually has come here. How special was this moment for you?
It was very special. I'm really honored that, I think all of us are here, are honored that he took the time to come and acknowledge the shuttle catastrophe and understand the deep cooperation that we have with India and in the space world and other parts of our governments and our ways of we think about life. And it's very symbolic and very nice. And personally, these are commemorating my friends, so it feels good.
This was the first visit for the Indian Prime Minister here at the Arlington National Cemetery, laying wreath at the Tomb of Unknown Soldiers, and coming here, Kalpana Chawla, who has been an icon for many youngsters back in India, and now, paying homage to her. So a very special moment as well for the Indians and the Americans as well, because it's a very special gesture coming in from the Indian Prime Minister.
I think you said it perfectly. Yeah, very nice gesture, and it's a symbol that space is very important to both countries.
And that is something which the Prime Minister has also maintained in the past 2 years, where he has really given the push to the space industry back in India. And how do you see it, coming in from India, seeing a Prime Minister coming out and giving so much importance and so much support to that particular field?
Yeah, I agree with everything that you're saying. It is very important, and he's being here highlights how important that is, and I'm very happy for that. I've had some amazing opportunities myself in the space business, and all we want to do is share that with the next generation.
Did the Prime Minister say anything to you?
Just said, if you come to India, please come and visit. So I have to do that again.
It's an extremely important moment for everybody who had gathered here at the Arlington National Cemetery. Sunita Williams there also appreciating this gesture coming in from the Indian Prime Minister. Prime Minister Narendra Modi having a very special conversation with you in Gujarati, sir. What did the Prime Minister say to you?
Oh, he wished me good luck and also asked me to come to India again, because I was there in 2007 and since then I haven't been there. And I said I'd love to come, God willing.
How do you see this moment, sir? A very special moment when the Indian Prime Minister is here, the first Indian Prime Minister to come to the Arlington National Cemetery, paying homage here to Kalpana Chawla, who has been an icon for thousands and thousands of youngsters back in India.
Oh, that was a great thing that he did. The first after coming to this country, first thing he did is he went to Arlington and pay homage to this brave lady.
Clearly, you are extremely touched by this moment with the Prime Minister.
I'm deeply touched.
A very special moment for everybody who has gathered here at the Arlington National Cemetery.
And so it was very good and very nice of him to do that.
Personally, he came, he spoke to you as well. What conversation did he have with you?
First he remarked on my jacket, which is Gujarati of course. And then I gave him some books, one of which was from NASA Ames Research Center where Kalpana started her career. And I found quite a few of her colleagues and I got them to sign the book to Mr. Modi. And the second book is a copy of the biography that I wrote of Kalpana, which I endorsed for him. And then some mission patches too.
So personally, it was a very special moment for especially for Kalpana's family, for you as well.
Of course, yeah.
And how did you feel? First Indian Prime Minister coming here and, paying that homage not only here but also at the Tomb of Unknown Soldiers.
Well, it's just significant in that this is the first time in many decades that an Indian Prime Minister has been here.
So you appreciate this this gesture coming in from the Indian side, from the Indian Prime Minister himself?
Of course. And I think India and the US are natural allies, so things like this are going to happen more and more often, I think.
Extremely very special moment for the family members of Kalpana Chawla. That was the husband, JP, talking to Times Now.